Hi everyone, welcome back to Smarta.
With Marta. Today we're here to see the answers for the Math Review Part 1. This is video number 32, so if you haven't finished number 31 or any of the ones before that, you are in the wrong place. You need to do them in order.
Sounds good. Should we do some shout-outs?
Yep, you go first.
My first shout-out is for Corbin.
And it's a math shout-out.
It's a math shout-out, yes. We did in previous videos about negative numbers, and we did some examples in real life like temperature and money and elevators, about how negative numbers are used in real life. And Corbin, in one of his emails to me, said, "Hey, Mr. Marta, I found another way in real life that we use negative numbers." And he talked about the sport of, or the game of, golf. And I was so impressed that Corbin found negative numbers in real life.
I didn't even think about that, Corbin.
Yeah, because in golf, you're trying to get par, which is, say, on a hole, they say if you're doing the average, what you should be shooting for, you should be shooting for, say, 4. And if you get a 3, they call that -1. So they take their par is like the 0 point. So if you get a 3, it's like -1. If you get a 5, it's a +1 for the par. So he put that 2 and 2 together and realized negative numbers. Excellent job in real life, Corbin, for using math.
My shout out is to Flora. And what I wrote down is that Flora always keeps me entertained.
Okay.
So one video Flora sent me was her playing the piano, which was entertaining. But what I mostly like is her letters, because she's always telling me interesting things that she's doing or things she's learning or things she's thinking. For instance, last week, she taught me something new. Apparently, when you go to a campfire, you can roast goldfish crackers.
That I did not know.
That I did not know either. And then I said to Flora, how exactly do you do that? And she sent me an email letting me know. So if you are curious about that, Flora is the girl to ask.
I also love all the emails that we get from the kids because, boys and girls, you have no idea how many times I'm in my area of the house looking at my emails from my kids, and Mrs. Marta's in our bedroom looking at emails from her kids, and we're going back and forth. Oh, look at this! Look what so and so wrote! Look what so and so wrote!
Or look at the picture of this, or the video
of this.
It's
making our day. So excellent job.
And thank you for keeping me entertained, Flora. All right, Mr. Marta's jokes first.
Why did the teacher jump in the pool?
Because it was summer.
That would have been a good reason for sure. But in this answer, because he wanted to test the water.
Teachers are always trying to give tests.
That's right.
All right, here's my joke. What do frogs eat in the summer?
Flies.
Hopsicles.
Smart frogs.
I'm going to have a hopsicle now.
Hopefully it's not a frozen fly.
Oh, that would be gross. Okay, how about if you meet us over at the easel so we can go over the answers to the On Your Own questions. All right, so we're here to do the answers for the On Your Own questions. So right now you have a paper in front of you. You've already done your work and you're checking your answers. You're following along with me.
And hopefully you remember there's a page 1 and a page 2. So if you paused and only did page 1, go back. There's a page 2.
That's not it. But
it's on the
there's
back
another
side.
page 2.
So there's 2 pages to this video.
All right, here we go. Part 1, addition using partitioning. So for this question, you needed to use partitioning. So partitioning means break it into parts. So 68 becomes 60 plus 8, and 69 becomes 60 plus 9. Mr. Marta, did you do that on purpose?
Year of Mrs. Marta's birth.
This is Mr. Marta's year. He was born, and this is the year that I was born. All right, you draw your equals line. Now I do 6 tens and 6 tens. It's a double. 6 and 6 is 12. So I have 12 tens. So 60 and 60 is 120 plus 8 and 9, which is 17. Now you might be able to figure out the answer right away if you've had a lot of practice, or you might still need to split it. 17 splits into 10 and 7. So now I have 120 and 10 and 7. So 120 and 10 more is 130, and 7 is 137.
So if you don't have to split it, boys and girls, and you can solve 120 plus 17, you can just do that.
Yeah, do that. It's a little shortcut. And after you do these a lot, you will be able to do those in your head. But if you still need more practice, do it this way. Okay, partitioning challenge question. This one was optional. If you did this one, good job stretching your brain. Let's see how you did. So Splitting 343, or breaking it into parts. 300 plus 40 plus 3. Then I break the next one into parts. 279. Then I draw my equals line. I do 300 plus 200. So 300s and 200s is 500. Now I have 40 and 70, which is 4 tens and 7 tens. I have a 0, 4 and 7 is 11. So I have 11 tens. Now I have 3 and 9. I can see this is going to be a tricky one. I have 3 and 9, which is 12. Now, some of you can just do this in your head. You can go 500, 600, 610, 620, 622. But that is tricky.
So they can see in the video how you're going to break it down, Mrs. Mara. Can you draw an arrow going up and redraw the 500, 110, and 12 at top?
I don't think I need to.
Okay, if you got enough room, good. Okay.
So 500, I don't need to split. It's just 500. But 110, I could split into 100 plus 10. Then I have 12, which we know I can split into 10 and 2. Now I need to put a plus in here, just like up there, and I need to put my 500. So now I go 500 plus 100 is 600, 610, 620, 622. All right.
This is a clap for Mrs. Marta for getting all that in that little section there.
All right, addition using expanded form. So for this question, everyone needed to do this one, and you're going to do it with expanded form. So Mr. Marta did our first step for us. He stacked it up. Now I add the tens first. So 7 tens and 2 tens. I know it's a 10, so I put my 0 there. 7 and 2 is 9. Now I'm going to add my ones. 2 and 9 is 11. And 11 is like 110 and 1, 1. I need to make sure I line them up.
Really important, they're in the right columns.
I put my plus, my equals line. I go 0 plus 1 is 1, and 9 plus 1 is 10. So you ended up with 101. All right, here comes your challenge question.
It's a big one.
484 plus 378. So first I add my hundreds. 400 plus 300 is 700. Next, I add my tens. I have 8 tens and 7 tens. I know I'm going to have a 0 here because it's tens. And 8 and 7 is 15. Make sure you have them lined up properly. Then I have 4 and 8, which is 12. Now I've done the hard part. Just need to add them up. 0 and 0 and 2 is 2. 0 and 5 and 1 is 6. 7 and 1 is 8. You should have 862. Let's see if I get the right sheet out. All right, section 3 is called the next 10. So I'm thinking the next 10 after 47. If I was counting by tens, 10, 20, 30, 40, the next 10 is 50. I look for my friendly fact. The friendly fact of 7 is 3. So 47 and 3 is 50. Now I have 22 and I want to get to my next 10. I have 2 tens. I need 3 tens. And I look for my friendly fact of 2. I have 10. I don't have 2. I've got 8 left. Ooh, this is a big one, Mr. Marta. I have 366. So I need to go to my next 10. I have 36 tens. I need to have 37 tens. I look for my friendly fact. Friendly facts make 10. I get rid of 6. There's 4 left. So 366 and 4 is 370. Oh, a tricky one, Mr. Marta. When they've got zeros, when they've got zeros, for some reason it tricks people's brains, but it's really not any different than the other ones. If I look at this one, I have 10 tens. So what's 1 more than 10 tens? 11 tens. So 110. Then I have to look at my friendly facts. I've got a 4. Oh, look, I can see what it is right there. I put my 6. So 104 and 6 is 110. So far, so good, Mr. Marta?
Wonderful.
All right, we're on to subtracting tens. I hope you're doing as good as I am. 40 minus 20 is like 4 tens minus 2 tens. 4 minus 2 is 2, but we have to remember it's tens. So 40 minus 20 is 20. Then we look at 360 minus 30. This is a tricky one.
Mm-hmm.
So I know it's going to end in a 0 because I have no ones in there, just zeros. I have 36 tens minus 3 tens. There's a couple ways you could do this. I would probably just count back by 3. 36, 35, 34, 33. Right? I know that's 33. If your brain is really on the math zone today, you might do 6 minus 3 is 3, and there's 3 hundredths left. You might be able to do that. Either way works. You get the same answer. All right, 58 minus 40. Something on there.
Can't see it in the video.
I could. It's like a little piece of Play-Doh or something. I don't know where that came from. All right, we have 58 minus 40. So I'm going to do my ones first. 8 take away 0 is 8. And then I'm going to do my tens. 5 tens take away 4 tens is 1 10. Last one in this section, 646 take away 20. So first, I'm going to do 6 take away 0, which is 6.
So the ones are done.
Yep. Now I have 64 tens minus 2 tens. So 64 minus 2, 64, 63, 62. Or you could have gone 4 tens minus 2 tens is 2, and there's 6 hundredths left over. All right, on to the last part. This is tricky. Number line is my hardest one. So I have 48 and 77. I always start with the biggest number. So I'm going to put my 77 at the beginning, and I need to add 48. There are 4 tens. So I'm going to go 10, 2, 3, 4. So 10, 2, 3, 4. So 77, 87, 97. This gets a bit tricky unless you think about it like this. 9 tens, 10 tens, 11 tens. Just like that. Now I need to add 8 more. So I could just do it like this. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then go 118, 119, 120, 121, 122, 123, 124, 125. If your brain has a little more practice, you might have been able to say, okay, I need to add 8 to get up to 20 is 3 more. So there's 3. And then to make 8, I have 5 more, so I go 5 more. Either way works. All right. Mr. Marta has given me this super...
Wait, you've got a 7 left, Mrs. Marta.
Nope, I started at 77.
Oh, there you go. Oh, right, 77 you started with. Good.
Yep.
My brain works differently, so that's why I said that. Sounds good.
Okay, Mr. Marta gave me this optional number line addition super challenge.
And on this one, boys and girls, I'll show you how the Hulk brain works.
Yeah.
Mrs. Marta will show you how her brain does number line here, and then I'll show you how my brain does it.
I am very curious to see how your brain works. If you did this question, make sure you send it to us so we can see it. All right, I start with the big number, 629. I'm going to start by adding my hundreds. I see there's 2 hundreds. So I'm going to go 729, 829. Now, this is a bit tricky. There's 9 tens, and I find it a little bit complicated when the number's not round. So I'm actually going to go up 1 to 830. And then I just have to remember I've used one of these already. I only have to do 5 more. So now I'm going to do 9 tens. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So I go 830, 840, 850, 860, 870, 880, 890, 900, 910, 920. And then I just need to go 5 more. 925.
Well done, Mrs. Marta.
Mr. Marta, do you want to come show how you do it?
Sounds good. So boys and girls, you know how Mrs. Marta talked about as you get more practice with math, you kind of naturally do shortcuts. So to be honest, I don't ever write down a number line, but I do a similar thing in my head. But I can use the number line to show you what my brain is thinking. So when I see 629 plus 296, I do this in my head. Without the number line, I see 600 plus 200 is 800. So I hold that 800 in my brain. 20 plus 90 is 110. So I'm now at 910 in my brain. And then I got 9 plus 6 is 15. 925 is going to be your answer, just like Mrs. Marta got over here. So we know 925 from Mrs. Marta's answer. Now let me show you how my brain did that on a number line. Where Mrs. Marta started with the 629, I don't start with a number. I start with the place values. So I start with the hundreds. I have 600 and 200. 600 and 200 I know is 800, so I'll start there. Now I'm on to the tens. I have 2 tens and 9 tens, which is 11 tens, okay? Or you can say 20 plus 90, which is what my brain does. 20 plus 90 is 110, or 11 tens. So I jump from 800 and I add my 11 tens, or my 110. I know 800 plus 110 is 800. I've got a 100 here. 800, 910. So it jumps to 910. Then what I do is I've done my hundreds, done my tens, now I do my ones. 9 plus 6. Well, basic facts, 9 plus 6 I know is 15. So I'm going to jump 15 more. I don't have to worry about the 900. I'm only expecting the tens here and the ones. What's 10 plus 15? Well, 10 plus 15 is 25. So it's 925 is the answer. Now this is a big shortcut, boys and girls. This is a lot of,
because Mr. Marta's been doing math for about 95 years.
Yeah, 9,500 years of math in my brain. So as you get better with all of this, like this leads to this, leads to this, leads to doing it mentally, just seeing it and doing it.
And the more you do it, the more shortcuts you'll be able to take.
Exactly. And the more you practice the basic math as you go along, lots of practice and review, the better you're able to hold numbers in your head. So Mrs. Marta and I can look at 629 plus 296 and go 600, 200, we're holding 800. 20 plus 90, we're holding 110. 9 plus 6, we're holding 15, and add them up mentally by doing that in our head. Takes lots of practice. Boys and girls, if you did this number in any way, shape, or form, whether you did it this way, that way, or any other way, wonderful job. You're getting this. And if you did this one and you got it right for grade 2, oh, wow, you're getting this. Keep up the great work. We're going on to Rexy, right?
I think it's time for a Rexy joke.
All right. Well done, boys and girls. Come see Rexy. Well done, everyone. You made it to the end of the answers video, and now Rexy has a joke for you. Are you ready?
What's a T-Rex's favorite sport?
I don't know, Rexy. What is a T-Rex's favorite sport?
Squash! Squash, 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 squash.
Oh, Rexy, it's okay. We're friends still.